So we're supposed to believe that Jesse Waters has now learned about the importance of bonding with your kid. He had to be taught that. Bear in mind, he had twins 10 years ago. This isn't even his first kid. So what with the twins? No, I don't want to bond with them. I don't need paternity leave. Now, look, you got to do a little bit of digging as you find out that he had the twins at a previous marriage. His wife divorced him because he cheated with a producer on his show, and the new kid is with that woman he cheated with. So it's a bit of a tawdry story, but he already had kids to learn from and didn't, notably. But this isn't just about Jesse Waters. You might remember earlier this year, Meghan McCain, new mother, returned to her co-hosting slot on The View for the first time since giving birth last fall. She'd planned to come back before the election, she explained, but unexpected medical complications, quote, kicked my butt and doubled her time out of the office. The extension prompted a light bulb moment, quote, as I thought about it, the more angry I got that there weren't women in the rest of America that had the same kind of luxury that I had. It takes personal experience sometimes to get on board. For you and people like you, it takes that experience. I've never given birth to anyone and I'm not likely to, but I already get that it would be rough and that you'd probably want the time off. I can have empathy for people in all sorts of life experiences that I'm not in. It's not difficult for some people. Maybe as a country, we should try to figure out why it's difficult for some and see if maybe we can fix that. Because I don't think that increasing the net supply of empathy in America would be a bad thing. It's actually kind of a laudable goal. Maybe Meghan McCain could not, like with a difficult path, learn this very specific lesson about maternity leave. Maybe she could learn something a little bit broader about caring about people who aren't like you, who are having life experiences you haven't had. I sort of doubt that she had that. I certainly doubt that Jesse Waters had that. Any other thoughts, Dan?
John, that was excellently said. I just have 2 quick points. I found that pretty consistently that the difference between, progressives, people on the left, and people who call themselves liberal or, Democrats or even Republicans is usually how far their empathy goes. Because usually in these conversations, you find out that the empathy doesn't extend for other groups of people because there's like a disconnect between how far people are from each other. When I still like the thing that Bernie Sanders said all this time, like months ago now, like fighting for someone you don't know. Like I think that's more American than anything else. Other thing, who wouldn't watch Real Housewives of cable news? Like I did not know anything about that like drama that was going on behind the scenes there. But like there's that. You can go into the Mika Brzezinski Morning Joe stuff. Like there's a lot of weird things. Of course, there's also a lot of like really terrible things happening, like a lot of harassment at Fox News as well. But there's a lot of weird stuff going on at cable news, man.
Yeah. Maybe someday we'll be able to do another chapter in Jesse Waters' experience of. I'm not saying he still harasses. I'm just saying, hypothetically. I'm just saying, dude's got some issues. Seems to only care about himself. Anyway, finally, I'll add, according to a 2019 report by UNICEF, which analyzed which of the world's richest countries are most family friendly, Estonia leads the field for new mothers with over 80 weeks of leave at full pay. At the bottom of the table, we're number 1, United States. Grand total of 0 weeks, the only country in the analysis that offered absolutely no national paid leave. Now, this is insane. Certainly insane that we got through 4 years of Trump without it, but bear in mind, we also got through all those years of Obama, including the time where Democrats had unified control, and they do now too. Is anything being done? Doesn't seem like anything's being done. So this is the most obvious thing in the world that we need to fix. Will anyone ever fix it? Stay tuned for the next few decades of American politics. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.